Why they killed Caligula. Caligula is remembered as Rome's most deranged tyrant, an emperor whose pathological impulses and wild excesses ultimately brought about his downfall and doomed his family. Historians debate the causes behind Caligula's erratic personality. Was it mental illness? A brutal upbringing among soldiers? His traumatic youth under Tiberius, who purged the imperial family? Or the perfect storm of power and precedent set by his predecessors? At first, Caligula's reign seemed promising. He repealed oppressive laws, granted amnesties, abolished sales taxes, and threw lavish games for the plebs. But within months, he turned to harsh measures, executing critics. In the autumn of AD 37, he fell gravely ill, likely with encephalitis. Ancient sources claim this illness triggered a sharp change in his personality. Some suggest epilepsy might have been at play, possibly since childhood. Following a disastrous campaign in Germania and Britain around AD 39 to 40, in which he even fought Neptune and returned with seashells as trophies, Caligula descended into debauchery. He consolidated his power through terror, tortures, and killings, even targeting his relatives. At first, he courted the Senate's favor, but soon unleashed a reign of fear, sending senators to the block one after another. His executions served a dark purpose, to show that compared to the divine emperor, everyone else was worthless. Titles or lineage didn't matter. At one feast, after laughing for no reason, when an onlooker asked why, he replied, "I looked at him with one brow, and now he's headless." His motto, "Let them hate as long as they fear," a quote he loved from playwright Lucius Accius. Caligula's contempt for tradition and ethics became his signature. He deified himself and his sister, with whom he allegedly had an incestuous relationship. He paraded in women's attire and god costumes, openly seduced elite married women, hosted orgies, often preceded by torture and murder, and even made his horse a senator. Ancient sources are so full of lurid tales that distinguishing fact from fiction is hard. His extravagance drained the treasury. To refill it, Caligula imposed predatory taxes, seized pack animals, coerced wills in his favor, and reopened treason trials aimed at confiscating property. As the emperor grew more paranoid and erratic, rumors of a plot circulated among patrician circles. 8 prominent families conspired, funding the scheme, and joined forces with Praetorian commander Cassius Chaerea, several centurions, and mercenaries. On January 24, AD 41, as Caligula walked from the theater to the baths through an underground corridor, they ambushed him and mercilessly slaughtered him. His wife and 1-year-old daughter were killed shortly after. After his death, Rome briefly considered restoring the old republic, but imperial power wouldn't be relinquished that easily. Claudius, Caligula's uncle, seized the throne with army backing, punished the conspirators, and brought the Senate back in name only, back to its role as a ceremonial rubber stamp. If you enjoyed this story, give it a like and subscribe. See you in the next episode.